English vocabulary, antiquated. Antiquated means outdated, obsolete, or no longer useful or relevant, often due to being old-fashioned or superseded by newer and better methods, technologies, or ideas. Example sentences. 1. The company's antiquated accounting system was slow and prone to errors, hindering efficiency. 2. The factory's antiquated machinery was replaced with modern equipment to increase productivity. 3. The law is antiquated and no longer reflects modern societal values, making it difficult to enforce. 4. The university's antiquated curriculum failed to provide students with the skills needed for the modern job market. This word describes something that was once useful, but is now outdated and in need of updating or replacement. English vocabulary, obsolete. Obsolete means no longer needed, used, or useful because something newer or better has been developed, or because the original purpose is no longer relevant. Example sentences. 1. The typewriter became obsolete with the advent of personal computers and digital keyboards. 2. The company's obsolete inventory was cleared out in a massive sale. 3. The map is obsolete, and we should use a GPS instead. 4. The pagers became obsolete with the widespread use of cell phones. This word describes something that has been replaced or is no longer necessary due to advancements or changes. English vocabulary, outdated. Outdated means no longer relevant, useful, or fashionable due to changes in society, technology, or circumstances. Example sentences. 1. The company's outdated marketing strategy wasn't reaching the younger demographic. 2. The software is outdated and needs to be updated to ensure security patches. 3. The textbook's information is outdated and a new edition is being published. 4. The fashion trend is outdated, and it's time to update the wardrobe. This word describes something that was once current, but is now old-fashioned or no longer applicable. English vocabulary, archaic. Archaic means outdated, old-fashioned, or no longer in common use, often referring to words, phrases, customs, or practices that belong to an earlier period. Example sentences. 1. The phrase "thou art" is archaic and rarely used in modern English. 2. The museum's exhibit on medieval life included archaic tools and artifacts. 3. The company's archaic policies needed to be revised to accommodate modern work environments. 4. The poet's use of archaic language added a sense of historical authenticity to the epic. This word describes something that is relic of the past, often requiring explanation or context to understand its significance or meaning. English vocabulary, behind the times. Behind the times is an idiomatic expression that means being out of touch with modern trends, ideas, or technology, often due to being old-fashioned or slow to adapt. Example sentences. 1. The company's outdated business model is behind the times, and they're struggling to compete. 2. Grandpa's views on technology are behind the times, and he still uses a flip phone. 3. The school's curriculum is behind the times, failing to incorporate modern teaching methods. 4. The government's response to the crisis was behind the times, and they were slow to react. This phrase describes someone or something that is no longer in tune with current developments, trends, or expectations. English vocabulary, stick in the past. Stick in the past is an idiomatic expression that means someone is unwilling to change or adapt to new ideas, trends, or circumstances, often due to being old-fashioned or nostalgic. Example sentences. 1. He's still listening to CDs? He's really stuck in the past. 2. My grandma is stuck in the past. She doesn't understand how social media works. 3. The company's management is stuck in the past, refusing to adopt new technologies. 4. She's stuck in the past, still talking about her high school glory days. This phrase describes someone who is out of touch with current developments or trends, often due to a reluctance to change or adapt. English vocabulary, from a bygone era. From a bygone era is an expression that refers to something or someone that belongs to an earlier time period, often evoking nostalgia or a sense of being old-fashioned. Example sentences. 1. The vintage watch was a relic from a bygone era, reminding him of his grandfather's stories. 2. The mansion's decor was from a bygone era, with antique furniture and ornate chandeliers. 3. The old cinema's design was from a bygone era, transporting audiences to the golden age of Hollywood. 4. The letter was written in a style from a bygone era, with elaborate language and formal sign-offs. This phrase is often used to describe things that are no longer relevant, fashionable, or common, but still hold sentimental value or historical significance. English vocabulary: time-worn. Time-worn means showing signs of wear, damage, or deterioration due to age or prolonged use. Example sentences. 1. The time-worn steps creaked beneath her feet as she climbed the old staircase. 2. The leather armchair was time-worn with cracks and scratches from years of use. 3. The time-worn book's pages were yellowed and brittle, but still held a special charm. 4. The ancient temple's time-worn carvings told stories of a long-lost civilization. This word describes something that has been affected by the passage of time, often in a way that adds character or patina.